Welcome back to Stoic Wisdom TV. Most men go through life without ever realizing they are shackled by an invisible force, a silent parasite that feeds on their energy, their confidence, and their very sense of purpose. They wake up, groggy from restless sleep, mindlessly reach for their phones, and before they even become fully conscious of their actions, they've already surrendered their power. It feels harmless, just another habit, just a quick escape from stress, just a fleeting moment of pleasure. But what if I told you that every time you do this, you are unknowingly weakening yourself? What if I told you that this one simple act is sapping your motivation, heightening your anxiety, and making you less attractive not just to women, but to the world itself? This isn't some abstract theory or moral preaching, it's cold, hard science. Studies have confirmed if habitual indulgence in this seemingly innocent escape rewires your brain, dulls your drive, and leaves you feeling hollow. It conditions you to seek instant gratification over long-term fulfillment, reducing your ability to focus, to persevere, to command respect. The very fabric of your masculinity, your strength, your ambition, your sense of self is gradually eroded by this relentless cycle of indulgence and regret. And yet, most men never question it. They don't stop to wonder why they feel so drained, so unmotivated, so stuck in a life that feels stagnant. They assume their lack of energy is just a phase, their anxiety just bad luck, their lack of success with women just an unfortunate reality. But it's not. It's a consequence of feeding a habit that is designed to keep you weak, to keep you dependent, to keep you in a perpetual state of unfulfillment. Break free, and you will start to notice the shift almost immediately. Your mind sharpens, your energy returns, and the world begins to take notice. Your presence carries more weight. Your interactions become more engaging. Your confidence no longer feels forced, it simply is. You stop feeling like a passive observer in your own life and start becoming the architect of your destiny. The choice is yours. Remain shackled by an invisible force that robs you of your potential, or reclaim your power and step into the life you were meant to live. The first step is awareness. The second is action. The third, that's where transformation begins. How porn and masturbation are destroying your masculinity and attraction to women. Most men don't realize that their daily habits are quietly sabotaging their confidence, energy, and natural magnetism. Among these habits, one of the most damaging, yet socially normalized, is excessive masturbation, often fueled by the consumption of pornography. It's an escape, a momentary pleasure that seems harmless. But what if I told you that every time you engage in this habit, you're making yourself weaker, duller, and less attractive to women? The subtle energy that women can sense. Women have an innate ability to perceive a man's energy. They may not be consciously aware of it, but they can feel when a man is radiating strength, purpose, and confidence, when he is depleted, insecure, and directionless. This is why some men, despite being physically attractive, struggle to capture genuine interest from women, while others who exude raw energy and purpose effortlessly command attention. Your sexual energy is one of your most potent assets, but if you're constantly draining it through meaningless pleasure, you're unknowingly broadcasting weakness. The connection between sexual energy and confidence. Your sexual energy isn't just about physical desire, it is deeply tied to your confidence, presence, and dominance. When retained and redirected, this energy fuels ambition, creativity, and an unshakable sense of self-assurance. High achievers throughout history, from philosophers to warriors, understood the power of self-control. They weren't slaves to fleeting pleasures, they were masters of their own desires, channeling their energy into greatness. Scientific studies confirm that frequent ejaculation can lead to lower testosterone levels, which directly impacts your confidence and assertiveness. Testosterone is the hormone that fuels male ambition, drive, and the ability to take risks. Without it, you become passive, hesitant, and easily discouraged. This is why excessive masturbation leaves you feeling unmotivated, socially anxious, and uninspired. Why high-value men never waste their energy. Look at the most influential, powerful, and charismatic men throughout history. They were not men controlled by their urges. Napoleon, Alexander the Great, Nikola Tesla, Steve Jobs, they all understood the importance of discipline and focus. They knew that their energy was finite, and wasting it on meaningless pleasure would only weaken them. High-value men direct their energy towards ambition, purpose, and mastery, not temporary relief. This is why they naturally attract women without effort, because their very presence radiates purpose and intensity. Women are drawn to men who have a fire within them, not those who are dulled by self-indulgence. Reclaiming your masculine edge. If you've been feeling stuck, unmotivated, and invisible in your own life, this habit might be the hidden chain holding you back. The good news: you have the power to break free. By choosing to retain and redirect your energy, you'll notice profound changes. Stronger presence, you'll feel more in control of your emotions and actions. Increased confidence without constant dopamine crashes. Your natural self-assurance will return. Greater attraction from women, they'll sense your energy shift, even without you saying a word. Heightened ambition, your mind will crave challenges and purpose, rather than cheap escapes. The question is, are you willing to reclaim your power? The hidden psychological cost of masturbation. How it destroys your drive, confidence, and potential. Most men don't realize that one of their most ingrained habits they've been conditioned to believe is harmless schooled be silently robbing them of their ambition, confidence, and mental sharpness. Masturbation, especially when habitual, carries a hidden psychological cost that extends far beyond the physical act itself. It rewires the brain, numbs the spirit, and traps men in a cycle of instant gratification, preventing them from reaching their full potential. The illusion of achievement without effort. Masturbation offers a false sense of accomplishment, a temporary reward without any real effort. In the real world, success requires struggle, persistence, and the ability to delay gratification. But when a man consistently turns to masturbation for relief, his brain starts to associate pleasure with effortless indulgence, rather than real-world achievement. This illusion of success trains the mind to seek the easy way out, making it harder to push through discomfort, take risks, or strive for greater goals. The dopamine trap, how your brain gets hijacked. At the core of this issue is dopamine, the brain's reward chemical. Every time you masturbate, your brain releases a surge of dopamine, reinforcing the habit. But here's the problem: the more you indulge, the more your brain craves higher stimulation. This is why pornography consumption often escalates. What once excited you no longer satisfies, leading you to seek more extreme content. But the real danger? This process weakens your ability to find motivation in real-life challenges. When your brain is flooded with dopamine from easy pleasure, real-world activities like building a career, learning a skill, or pursuing meaningful relationships feel dull in comparison. Over time, this lowers your ambition, kills your drive, and makes you numb to the rewards of hard work. From pleasure to addiction, the silent killer of ambition. Many men fall into the trap of thinking, it's just a habit, it's no big deal. But what they don't realize is that masturbation can become a psychological addiction that quietly erodes their ability to focus, commit, and succeed. Consider this: every time you face stress, boredom, or anxiety, your brain remembers the quick escape of masturbation. Instead of tackling problems head-on, you condition yourself to seek comfort in fleeting pleasure. Over time, this pattern rewires your brain to avoid challenges, leaving you stagnant, passive, and disconnected from your true potential. Reclaiming your mental power and masculine edge. The good news: you can break free. By choosing to retain your energy and discipline your mind, you'll experience a transformation. Sharper focus: your brain will no longer be fogged by overstimulation, allowing you to think clearly and make powerful decisions. Stronger willpower without the constant dopamine crashes. You'll develop greater control over your thoughts, actions, and emotions. Greater ambition with your mind no longer addicted to easy rewards. Your hunger for real success will return. Increased confidence, your self-respect, and personal power will rise as you prove to yourself that you're in control. From mediocrity to greatness, the choice is yours. Excessive masturbation doesn't just drain physical energy, it conditions men for mediocrity. It weakens the spirit, kills the fire of ambition, and traps men in a cycle of seeking comfort over challenge. But great men don't settle for comfort, they chase greatness. So the question is, are you ready to break free? Are you ready to reclaim your power, sharpen your mind, and step into the life you were meant to live? The choice is yours. Most men today don't realize that they are slowly being drained of their energy, confidence, and ambition. They wake up, go through their daily routines, scroll through their phones, and fall into the same self-destructive habits without even thinking. One of the most overlooked, yet most damaging habits is excessive masturbation. It's often dismissed as a normal and harmless acti vitae, but the truth is far more alarming. Masturbation is not just a physical act, it is a mental and emotional trap. It rewires your brain, weakens your willpower, and steals your motivation without you even realizing it. Every time you engage in this habit, you are unknowingly making yourself weaker, more anxious, and less driven. If you've ever wondered why you feel stuck, unmotivated, or even invisible in your own life, this could be the hidden reason. The dopamine trap. Why nothing excites you anymore. Every time you masturbate, your brain releases dopamine, the neurotransmitter responsible for pleasure and motivation. Dopamine is what makes real achievements like winning a competition, building a business, or mastering a skill feel rewarding. But when you get high doses of dopamine from artificial sources, such as porn and masturbation, your brain gets tricked into thinking you've already accomplished something. Over time, your brain develops a tolerance to dopamine surges, making everyday experiences seem boring and uninspiring. Simple pleasures like enjoying a conversation, working on a goal, or even being around women start to lose their appeal. You feel empty, unmotivated, and constantly searching for another dopamine hit to fill the void. This is how the cycle of addiction begins, trapping you in an endless loop of seeking pleasure while accomplishing nothing. The destruction of focus and discipline. Masturbation doesn't just affect your emotions, it also rewires your brain for instant gratification. Instead of training your mind to work hard, delay rewards, and pursue meaningful success, it conditions you to seek quick, effortless pleasure. This has long-term consequences. Your attention span shortens, you struggle to focus on important tasks. Your self-discipline weakens, you become more impulsive and easily distracted. Your ambition fades, the drive to build, achieve, and succeed diminishes. Successful men in history didn't waste their energy on meaningless pleasure. They channeled their focus into building empires, discovering new frontiers, and mastering their crafts. But most modern men are doing the exact opposite, draining their potential in pursuit of short-lived satisfaction. The energy drain. Why you feel weak and tired. Your masculine energy is your most powerful asset. It fuels your confidence, dominance, and drive. However, every time you release, you lose vital energy, both physically and mentally. Your body interprets ejaculation as a signal that you've completed your purpose, leading to a relaxation response instead of an urge to conquer life. Have you ever felt completely drained after indulging in this habit? That's because you are. Instead of waking up with an intense desire to win, create, and dominate, you feel sluggish, weak, and indifferent. Over time, this leads to a passive, uninspired existence where you no longer take action toward your dreams. From warrior to spectator. How masturbation makes you passive. A man who frequently masturbates is not an active participant in life, becomes a spectator. Instead of creating, he consumes. Instead of engaging, he withdraws. Instead of pursuing real women and real success, he settles for digital illusions and empty pleasure. This shift in mindset is dangerous because it trains men to avoid challenges rather than face them. Great men embrace struggle. They step into discomfort, knowing that overcoming obstacles leads to growth and success. But habitual masturbation makes men weak. It teaches them to escape instead of fight. Eventually, this avoidance becomes their default response to life. They fear rejection, procrastinate on important tasks, and hesitate to take risks. They convince themselves that they are powerless when, in reality, they have simply surrendered to their impulses. The psychological cost: anxiety, depression, and low confidence. Many men use masturbation as an escape from stress, loneliness, or failure. But instead of solving their problems, they make them worse. Every time you use pleasure as an escape, you reinforce a habit of avoidance. Over time, this leads to increased anxiety. You feel uncertain, insecure, and afraid of real-world challenges. Deeper depression. You lose motivation and purpose, feeling trapped in mediocrity. Lower confidence, you lack the presence and drive that attract people and opportunities. A man who cannot control his desires cannot control his destiny. If you continue allowing this habit to dictate your actions, you will always feel like a prisoner in your own mind. Reclaiming your power, the path to strength, confidence, and success. The good news: you can break free. The moment you stop wasting your energy on instant gratification, you will feel a shift. Your mind will clear, your confidence will rise, and your ambition will return. Imagine waking up every day with unshakable confidence, boundless energy, and the relentless drive to succeed. Imagine walking into a room and commanding respect without saying a word. Imagine living a life of purpose, achievement, and power. This is what happens when you reclaim your energy. You don't have to be a slave to your impulses. You don't have to settle for mediocrity. You have the potential to become extraordinary, but only if you take control. The question is, will you break free or stay trapped? The choice is yours. The path to reclaiming masculine power, how self-control transforms your life. In a world where instant gratification dominates every aspect of life, true power belongs to the man who masters self-control. Most men unknowingly drain their energy, weaken their confidence, and sabotage their potential through compulsive habits that feel harmless, but silently strip away their strength. One of the most damaging, yet overlooked habits is excessive masturbation. But what if you could break free? What if, instead of being controlled by fleeting urges, you reclaimed your power and transformed into a stronger, more driven, and more magnetic version of yourself? The truth is, you can. And the moment you decide to walk the path of self-discipline, your life will never be the same. The energy restoration, reclaiming your vital force. Your sexual energy is one of the most powerful forces within you. It fuels your drive, ambition, and presence. But every time you indulge in quick pleasure, you deplete this energy. Have you ever noticed how unmotivated and sluggish you feel after giving into temptation? That's because your body interprets release as a signal to rest, not to conquer. By abstaining from this habit, you begin to store and redirect your energy into meaningful pursuits. You wake up feeling more alive, more determined, and more ready to take on the world. Your body no longer operates in a cycle of depletion, and recovery, it shifts into a state of continuous growth. Men throughout history understood this. Warriors, philosophers, and great leaders did not waste their energy on meaningless pleasure. They harnessed it. They channeled their raw masculine power into building empires, mastering skills, and levying legacies. And today, you have the same opportunity. The shift from instant gratification to real-world success. The modern world is designed to keep men distracted, entertained, and weak. Everywhere you turn, there are temptations that offer quick rewards with no effort: fast food, endless scrolling, porn, and mindless entertainment. These things hijack your brain's reward system, making you crave easy pleasure instead of real success. Masturbation is one of the biggest culprits in this trap. Every time you give in, you are reinforcing a mindset of immediate satisfaction over long-term achievement. Instead of working on your goals, improving your skills, or pushing through discomfort, you train your mind to settle for the easiest option. But when you make the conscious decision to stop, something remarkable happens. Your brain rewires to prioritize real-world rewards over artificial ones. You develop patience, resilience, and the ability to delay gratification. Your focus sharpens, allowing you to commit fully to your ambitions. Suddenly, hard work becomes more rewarding. Success feels within reach. You stop looking for quick escapes and start embracing the grind. This is the mindset that separates ordinary men from great men. The fulfillment of self-control, living with purpose. There's a deep satisfaction that comes from mastering yourself. When you are no longer controlled by compulsions, you begin to experience life at a higher level. Instead of feeling restless, distracted, or empty, you feel grounded, purposeful, and fulfilled. Why? Because true happiness comes from progress. It comes from knowing that you are growing, evolving, and becoming the man you were meant to be. Imagine waking up every morning with a clear mind, free from guilt or regret, a strong body, full of energy and vitality, and unshakable confidence, knowing you are in control of yourself. This is what happens when you choose self-discipline over indulgence. You stop living passively and start creating your own destiny. The transformation, unleashing your charisma and confidence. One of the biggest shifts you will notice when you quit compulsive habits is how people respond to you, especially women. Women have an instinctual ability to sense a man's energy, confidence, and presence. A man who constantly drains himself of his masculine essence appears weak, passive, and uninspiring. But a man who retains his energy and channels it into his purpose becomes magnetic. When you take control of your habits, your posture improves, making you stand taller and more assertive. Your voice deepens, carrying more authority and presence. Your eye contact strengthens, making you more captivating. Your charisma increases, naturally drawing people toward you. This is not a coincidence. It's biology. A disciplined man exudes power, and power is the ultimate form of attraction. The future of a disciplined man, unstoppable success. If you continue on the path of self-discipline, your future will look nothing like your past. You will be stronger, more focused, and more resilient than ever before. You will no longer waste time on meaningless distractions. You will invest it in building the life you truly want. The disciplined man does not make excuses. He does not seek comfort. He does not let fleeting urges dictate his actions. Instead, he sets ambitious goals and relentlessly pursues them, commands respect, and naturally attracts high-quality relationships, lives with purpose, knowing he is in complete control of his destiny. This is the path of true masculinity. This is the path of greatness. The choice is yours. Right now, you have two options. Continue down the path of instant gratification where you feel drained, unfocused, and unfulfilled. Take control of your life where you reclaim your power, sharpen your mind, and become the strongest version of yourself. Most men will choose the easy road, but you are not most men. You are here because you want more, because deep down, you know that you were meant for something greater. So, the question is, are you ready to take back your power? Your future self is waiting. It's time to step up. If this message resonates with you, please like, share, and subscribe for more content that will help you create the life you truly deserve. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.